in for Joe Johnson. And it's Bogdanovich in for McDaniels. Here's Lee, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Jarrett Jack is checked in for Brooklyn. Got that one up quick. 1:16 left here in the first quarter. Iguodala draws the double. To the right side. Shot clock at 6. They kick it out to Green. Off target from three-point range.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Textbook defending there. He didn't give him an inch of space to get that shot off.
Yeah. Great footwork and terrific positioning, Clark.
Lee gets the bucket.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Maxwell the pass to Plumlee. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. And that one's good. Bogdanovich has got his first points in this one. 7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The drive by Green comes up empty down low. All right, the second quarter beginning. Golden State. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Lee. Iguodala comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Then for the Nets, Brook Lopez is checked in for Johnson. Bogdanovich comes in for Jaron Williams. And it's Maxwell in for Jarrett Jack. Setting the floor for the Nets. Maxwell, he's in a point guard. Inside is Plumlee and Lopez. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Green dishes to Iguodala. On the wing, Green. And again, no good by Golden State. Brooklyn leading by 10. Lopez a screen. Maxwell the pass to Lopez. Young outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Maxwell on the money from 12 feet away. Maxwell's got 6. Here is Livingston. Right. Now averaging 7 points a game. 50 seconds left now here in the second. Green with a screen on Young. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads from 13. Misses off the left iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside. Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
That's the way you creep back into a game. Get those key stops, push it down the floor with your transition game.
Here's Maxwell. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And so we wrap up the first half. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 12. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph and Curry. And Steph, Coach made a point of stating how important the physical presence.
Okay, guys. Solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on
Substitution.
Let's see what you got, son.
Oh, I got.
He's checked in. For Bogut. And it's Green in for Steph Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Plumlee comes in for Brook Lopez. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for McDaniels. Green at the 4 with Lee at the 5. Thompson is out there with Green. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Releases. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Some change. Young comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Maxwell in for Williams.
Kevin, here's where the Warriors rank in the NBA over the last month. Tops in scoring, first in rebounding. They're also #1 distributing the basketball. This is a team that knows how to find the open man and convert those opportunities.
And the points that they're scoring per game that you talked about is really a result of great offensive execution. I mean, this is a club that works well together. They get great looks, and they'll also score in transition.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Hi, guys. Lights out in their last game against the Suns. Stepped up to deliver. He ended with 11 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
Green, no luck.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one. Looking at the game Green has been having, he has 8 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
And the basket by Maxwell.
He's played an important role. In their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Iguodala outside. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut back down to 5 points in the make from Green.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Maxwell kicks to Bogdanovich, and it's off from three-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. A one near Iguodala as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. Iguodala's got 5 now. Here's Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss. The drive by Green, and it's Golden State with another.
They have finally fought all the way back to even the score. We're back to square one.
It's a tie game here in Oakland. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
In. Nets trail by 7, setting the floor for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Darren Williams. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's McDaniels in at the 2 spot. And Teletovic kicks to Williams. Clock at 6. From the line. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And a change for the Nets. Maxwell, he's checked in for Williams. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks, Doris. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Something happened at halftime because they seem to have left their defensive effort in the locker room.
Here's Maxwell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
They consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Curry with a wide open look. Again, Golden State.
You know, earlier in the game, they had trouble getting on track, shooting a really poor percentage. But they've overcome that now, and they look to be in a nice rhythm and flow.
Here's Johnson, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
It's amazing to think they actually have the lead here, Clark, given how poorly they played in the first half. They really didn't shoot well, but you know what? They're starting to stick it out. They're finding their way in this game.
Curry with it. Now defended by Maxwell. Got a piece of it and taken away by Johnson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's McDaniels. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. McDaniels got 4 this quarter.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And the basket by Curry.
This switch has definitely been flipped.